Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another live stream once again. Super excited to be back in regular cadence, just going live. I think I mentioned I will be traveling again within the next 3 weeks or so. So with me traveling, that's gonna go ahead and mess up the feng shui once again when it comes to going live on my trades. But nonetheless, as always, we're always gonna get started checking higher time frames, preparing for the market open, and getting the ball rolling. So let's get to it. And that's my apologies once again for just not being on live. I am going on vacation. It's holiday season, so I think once January comes around, February, just next year after all the holidays, I think we are going to be in a really good motion at that point. Alrighty. So let's see what is cooking for today. So far today, I'm watching Tesla. Tesla looks amazing to a degree, right? To me, not really, but really. So let me go ahead and break this down. Here on the monthly on Tesla, we got this nice engulfing that happened in the month of September. So we went ahead, searched higher. Had a little bit of an indecision in the following month of October. Then when November came, we actually caught this sell off within the month, but buyers really came back up aggressively and bought this stock to right back up. And then now, going into this month of December, we're a little bit indecisive if we do want to continue just because of the doji and the volume is not that strong. But we are seeing some buyers step up to the plate. Hence, in the previous month, we got this wick right here. So on the weekly, and this is just a breakdown in terms of what we have been seeing. This area, this white box that we're seeing here, has been support. You can see how the stock price has held this area multiple months, ended up pushing to a recent all-time high to 474.07. Then we eventually, as the weeks went on, broke through this level, but held on to the 20-day moving average, which is still showing that the bull case is intact. And then we caught this nice surge in the previous week of November 28th. And then continue to push higher going into the following month, which is now December. So it seems like we could probably still get a rise out of this stock, probably come to this resistance points around 440. I'm not sure if today would be the day for that, but we're going to wait and see, right? So going to the monthly chart, what I don't really like too much is the indecision candle that we had here yesterday. So I think it could just lead to sideways choppy action. But nonetheless, we are trading in between the highs and lows of yesterday. Previous days prior to this indecision candle, we do have buyers who stepped up, but I wouldn't say a lot of rejection, but we did have rejection. And then also to yesterday, even showing that rejection, once we got to a certain price, which was 436.80, and then we just sold off at that point. We just went ahead and just dropped for the rest of the day. But uh, I'm trying to see if we stood within the range of previous days. I know we even sold past the previous day's channel. And then now in the pre-market today, we're back above it. So, we can clearly see that there are, buyers who would like to go ahead and continue to push this stock up. But yesterday, nonetheless, was clearly indecision because we were up, sold off, fell all the way down to the moving averages to the 9 and 20, and then we went ahead and bounced back up. Hence, go ahead and look at today's pre-market. News wise, the news that I am seeing on Tesla is that Tesla is their sales in China are pretty good. So that's going to go ahead and create some volatility around the stock. They're beating their rival, BYD. That's another EV driver. Let's see. There's some negative news. Tesla's German car sales fall by a fifth in November. So that's something to highlight too. So it's not all good. I guess bad sales. Uh, Bad sales. And I'm writing things down. I've had a few red days, so now I'm just making sure I jot down my notes and see how these things are going for me. So that's a little bit of the bad news. It's not all good. Tesla rival Rivian sees 24% sales surge in November amid CEO RJ EV credit comments. So Tesla rival, and they have a rival too that is also 25% sales up. Okay. Gary Black outlines a major catalyst for Tesla amid FSD improvements. Robotic expansion, okay, robot taxi companies that can navigate capital. So yeah, then we also got Tesla doing the robot taxi. So there is news around Tesla. I think the main thing is that what is going to be the important news. I mean, how is Tesla going to respond from this news? And we have to wait till market open to see that. I did take a time to look at the order book just to see where price is leaning more towards. Price went up to a high of 435, and I was watching the level two there. And what I noticed was that we were coming down into 434 fairly quickly and a little bit aggressive. You can see this candle right here that I'm showing I'm on the screen. There was a lot of volume here that pushed this thing down. So I'll be watching to see how price responds around 434 and 435. If price breaks through 435, then if price continues to break through 434, I will consider to go ahead and think about taking a long. Depending on what I'm seeing on the level two, on the time of sales, I will consider that and maybe go long on the stock. So that'll be a strategy for a breakout trade towards the top side. But if Tesla would like to go ahead and continue to get below 434, so on and so forth, then I'll be looking to short the stock probably into the support area. But I'll watch out too. I may need to be patient and buy at this area instead of shorting into it. So we're gonna see how today goes when it comes to Tesla. But Tesla is a good stock to watch. I'm not leaning either way of long or short. I'm just paying attention to the graph, paying attention to this, and what I did notice was that price was steadily falling from the 435. So I do think that there is enough resistance up here, which can lead to a further drop in the stock, especially when we have a rejection, in two prior trading days, and yesterday was an indecision. So we're going to see what we decide today if we make a decision. So Tesla's going to go on my main list for right now. That is subject to change. Okay. All right. So Tesla is good to go. Okay. And just want to make sure I have the right high volume level. Yep, we had 349,000 shares traded right here on this candle. So, cool. And forgive me, I'm a little bit sick. I went to the sauna yesterday, and I think that was a bad idea because the weather's changing. So, I'm not sure if that was the best idea to go in the sauna. All right, let's see what is next on my list. I'm gonna check the scanners one more time. I checked the scanners early this morning to see if if there was any stock that was gonna go ahead and pop up, and I'm not really seeing much, So, yeah, I may go on mute a few times, like I said, to clear my throat. I think I got sick once again from the sauna. So, okay. So next up, I would like to take a look at AMD. Definitely rose in volume just now, so I do like that about AMD, and I like this candle. I like how AMD went ahead. We have a full candle. What I'm not a fan of is previous days indecision candles or stick figure candles, because it's just like now we don't have a clear direction on where things want to go. And it doesn't mean because I see this full engulfing candle rejection slide down that immediately I should go ahead and trade this thing. But I think there's more edge in trading the stock that is showing price action movement in previous days activity. So let's go to AMD. All right, AMD, we're gonna mark the highs and lows of the pre-market high. Well, yesterday's high AMD was 225.98. Okay, we don't need this yellow level. All right, now let's find a high volume candle. Pre-market low is 215.80. Pre-market high is 218.98. high volume candle. Let's see if this. We're always gonna find one. We just want to see if we can find a good one. Yeah, there's no good high volume candle on AMD, but doesn't mean that this trade is invalid for today. Okay, high volume candle so far is 146,000 shares traded right there at this candle right here. Okay, no other high volume candle. Alrighty. Then yesterday's low was 214.39. Let me be a little bit more accurate on that. Give me 1 second. I'm definitely gonna need to make some tea because I'm coughing, and yeah, this is not it. Okay, so AMD. Okay, cool. I already got that right there. So AMD, we are trading in between the highs and lows of to yesterday. Okay, so that's something to notate. We're gonna go to the monthly chart. On a monthly chart, we can see here on AMD that we immediately rejected this support area, which I wish I shorted this thing to yesterday, which I knew that if we get here that this may be resistance. I did not short that. But nonetheless, I would like to see if we can get a continuation there. I would like to see. I'm not sure if we will go short, but I would like to see a continuation on the short side. Just seeing this resistance. But we're basically trading within this range. We got small buying that did take place to yesterday. That did push high. That did push price higher, but then we rejected and fell, and then closed all the way down here around 214 or so, or whatever it is. So yeah, so I think with this we just have to watch out for the sellers that may go ahead and step up or join the sellers, whichever one. We can see here on the weekly chart back in November 21st, we called the strong sell off down, held on to the moving averages of the 9 and 20 on the weekly chart, bounced fairly. I wouldn't say strongly, but fairly. And then and then we started to come to this area of multiple support points right here in this little channel. But we rejected, as I mentioned, and fell. And then right now we're just trading right in this zone currently. Then on the daily, you can see, yep, just that strong sell down. And then once we got that strong sell down on the daily, we are below the 9. Well, I think that's the 20. The 20, the 9, the 50. But we're still above the 200s. So I think AMD is really trying to cover this gap. Now, how is it going to do it? Unsure. But I do think AMD is trying to fill the gap. I'm gonna highlight a few tendencies I did see with AMD and other stocks as well, and that tendency is that we get that immediate pop at the open and then a sell off, and then once we get a sell off, then we channel for a little bit and pop again. So we have to be cognizant of market trends and what's going on a daily basis, right? So, so on on the daily chart, we got this sell off, and then right here, we're not trading below yesterday's low, or we're not even trading near the lows of yesterday. We're actually trading back, like in the middle of yesterday's action. So, we don't know how this thing is going to go ahead and pan out. AMD might very well continue and go higher again, So we have to really, really be careful on of the markets right now, because I really do think that it's tricking some people, including myself. I think I have somebody I follow on Instagram, and he had a trade on, I think, on the semis, either Nvidia or AMD, and he got smoked and lost like 5 grand. So I think there's a lot of confusion going on in the market. So once again, we just got to be cognizant of that. All right, I did put this level at 225.04 because we do have a level up here. So you'd be surprised this thing will go ahead and shoot to right back up. So gotta be mindful of things that can happen in the markets. All right, we can see here on the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, how we went ahead and dropped here. We double bottomed. So look at this double bottom that's here. and I'm gonna draw a box there. I'm not gonna draw a perfect box, but I'm gonna draw a box. All right, and we have a clear double bottom right here, right? And we went ahead and bounced off of this double bottom. That's boom. So we went ahead and bounced off of this double to bottom to right here, and made our way to the 200. And once we made our way to the 200-day moving average, which damn, I could have got it right here and took a swing. But I'm trying to, stay focused on solely day trading. Um, Give me 1 second. Yeah. So we caught this nice double bottom. We pushed to the 200, rejected this area, fell back down, and right now we're trading under the 200. We are trading around VWAP, but still above the 50 and all other moving averages. We're basically trading above all of that. So this thing can obviously go ahead and make a move towards the top side still. You know, I do want to say that it's gonna go down, but I'm really unsure about that. I can't say that, and that's because of you need to pay attention to market sentiment. What are the themes that's going on in the markets. So, like I said, I think buyers are still very much, in play, which is the crazy part. But I do think that AMD would like to go ahead and try to make this move and break this double bottom. So, just coming up with some assumptions and what I think. But when we see this engulfing candle right here, and then we got no buyers, it does lead me to believe that AMD could go ahead and take a ride down. So I do like AMD a lot actually, and now you can see that we're crossing over. So I'm gonna just put AMD on my list right here, and I want to write some notes on it. Right now, AMD, what we are seeing is that we're struggling on higher on the 4 hour chart. So struggling 4 hour chart to stay above moving averages. Also, this is under 200, which is showing a sign of weakness. The 200-day moving average is an extremely important moving average. Okay, on the 1 hour chart, and this is why it's important to look at different time frames. We are below moving averages on the 1 hour chart. But we got so many points of support. This area of support, that area of support, this area of support. So we just don't know if this thing is really going to sell down. And try to test this pivot level in S1. We don't know if we want to, because right now we're trading in between S1 pivot levels and R pivot levels. R pivot levels are positives, S pivot levels are negatives. So you can short into the S area and make some money, or you could long into the R area and make some money towards the top side. Okay. So nonetheless, on the 1 hour chart, I am starting to see the strong volume on the sell side. So we want to see how this plays, and god damn, this is strong. So yeah, definitely AMD is on the list. Now, the only bad thing is that when things like this happen, is that they don't last. To be honest with you, and SPY's selling off too, but they don't last. Like it's like an accordion. This thing just shoots all the way back up again. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm not fully sold on this sell off. I do see the SPYs selling off, but I'm not fully sold on this. Like I said, when things happen like this too soon, sometimes your day is low key cooked, and it's hard for you to find a position. Let's go to Tesla, because Tesla's probably dropping as well. And look at that. Oh, man, Tesla would have been a nice pre-market short, because I definitely saw how the price was just dropping from 435 to was dropping from 435. All right, so going back to AMD. AMD is nice. I definitely like what I'm seeing here on AMD. Let's see, high volume candle still intact. We're trading below that. So let's see where things go. Let's see where things go. I think today is looking like a volatile day from how I'm seeing the markets right now. All right, so we're struggling there. Okay. All right, 5 minute, 1 hour chart. Okay, so now let's pay attention to this order book right here. Right now, what I am seeing is 215. So 215 is the area. I think we can easily go into 216. I'm seeing 216 where there's ask, and I want to see if this creeps up into 217. And I think it will. I think, and that's just me just coming up with that thought because of my experience in the market and just seeing how price likes to retest areas. So looking at this, I would definitely watch out for the 217 price area to see if we get above it. So watch if price gets into 217. That's what we want to watch. We want to see if we get to 217. And then we want to see the response. And are we going to sell off? Are we going to are we going to sell off? Are we going to continue higher? What is the conclusion? Okay. I am seeing ask are staying around 216 as of right now on the level two. So ask is staying at 216. So we have to see, are we is this ask going to fall into the bid? You know, and then bids are at 215. Oh, I'm sorry, bids are actually at 214. Oh yeah. So let's go at 214, 60 to 215 flat. All right, and that's where we have our orders. And 216 immediately is gone. 216 is immediately gone. So we got a lot of movement happening in the pre-market. So 216 is voided is basically voided at this point. Oh my gosh, this thing is selling so bad. What is happening today? Yeah, I don't know what news came out, but obviously something came out. Let's see, like what is going on? Market news, OpenAI panic button, risk sounding false alarm. AI frenzy is driving a global supply chain crisis. Yeah, I mean, they're just starting some shit right now. Okay, yeah. Today's going to be a volatile today, guys. Like, extremely, extremely volatile today. Like, just look what AMD is doing right now. Like, I'm just, wow. Okay. Tesla dropping like a fly right now. Wow. Okay. Okay. But I like what I'm seeing. I definitely like what I'm seeing right now. Seems like we're gonna get some volatility today. Wow. AMD fell all the way to 212. So that a lot of my pricing that I thought about is completely gone. Yeah. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Cool. So AMD, Tesla. I have Tesla on my main list still. I'm gonna put AMD up here. AMD looks freaking phenomenal. All right. Okay, so AMD, Tesla, those two are mapped out. And look at that. You see how we went ahead and caught this bounce? That's what I said. Like, do we want to get into S territory? Who knows? Who knows if we do? But we have a target at 210, so I wouldn't mind an extra, $5-6 drop. So Okay, so let's go to the next thing. Next one up. I was thinking about Nvidia. I was definitely thinking about Nvidia right now, and I'd love to see if Nvidia. I don't even know where I got this level from. Oh, we held here to yesterday and then bounced. I'm gonna look at Nvidia today because I want to see if Nvidia could hold on to this. This is from to yesterday. So Nvidia could hold on to this. You see how we went ahead and bounced, and then it came here. If we break below here, Nvidia would be a possible nice short through this 179.01. So I definitely like Nvidia here as well. Normally I don't want to trade two semis, but I think this is not a bad idea for today. So let's go to Nvidia. Let's map this one out. Yesterday's high on Nvidia was 185.66. Then yesterday's low on Nvidia was 180. That was yesterday's low. Pre-market low. It's basically yesterday's low. 180.02 is pre-market low. High volume candle. We got 1.4 million shares traded right here. Hold on. That is 700, yeah. And then we just went ahead and sold off. And I think, there's an open AI panic button. So, watch list news, AI won't kill Adobe. S&P 500 mini futures down, NASDAQ down. But why is it down? Is this all because of the open AI? Well, yeah, so there's obviously some news in the market, and I think it could be because of OpenAI. But nonetheless, I'm looking at the bid and ask, and the ask is very close to the bid. It's not too far off. I think we need to watch out for this 180 area, and we need to see if this 180 area would like to come down into, if this 180, 30, 40 would like to come down a little bit more into 180, 11, or all the way down to 179. We want to see if this thing wants to come down to 179, point blank. I am seeing a lot more sellers here. The one thing is that it's not hard, but assessing the market is all assumption. So, like, if I speak, I'm never speaking with full accuracy because, this game is not really made to be accurate. This game is just made to, have the best guess, the best chances of probability and understanding what you're seeing on the charts. And what I'm seeing here is strong selling. And that's evident. We can see the red on the screen, but then now what you don't know is where buyers immediately step up and push this price up. So, I'm not leaning on one side to say that, stock is going to go up or go down. I have to take a holistic look at the market and see what's going on. Right now, there are plenty of to buyers, but we just have some strong selling. That's it. So, just because we're seeing this drop does not immediately mean that the market is going to go ahead and drop today. It does not mean that. All right. Because once again, this thing can easily be bought back up, and then this thing will scream towards the top side. Like it literally will do that. So I just want to go ahead and set the precedent straight on what happens to these stocks. But nonetheless, I even have an alert here at 178 too. Oh wait, I think I deleted that alert. Command Z. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's over. I deleted it. It's whatever. Okay. I like what I'm seeing here. Nvidia would definitely be up on deck as well. Monthly, the buyers came in, but obviously we're at this low now. We are seeing some rejection, so it does appear that we can take a drop. Unsure if we want to. Let's see on the weekly. Yeah, we still got this buying pressure, but but some rejection right here. And then on the daily, we got this key level right here at 179 where we're trading right around here. We want to see if we are going to go, or we want to see if we're gonna go ahead and get this drop. All right, there was one thing I wanted to go over. It was instances that we are seeing. Now I want you to pay attention on what has been happening each trading day, and let's start with Nvidia, because Nvidia kind of has been doing the same thing as well. You see this first 10 minutes, it popped higher. Let's go to another trading day. Popped higher. Let's go to another trading day. All right, we sold off on this day. Let's go to another trading day. Still popped higher to a degree and then sold off. Sold off, we went up higher. Sold off again, we went up higher. Sold off again, we went up higher. Caught a little pop higher, sold off. So we need to see and pay attention to the trend, right? The trend that we are getting right now on Nvidia, what we are seeing is either we're gonna pop higher, or if we do sell, a bounce is happening. So it's two ways, right? So that's why we need to be extremely patient and wait for our opportunities. Right now, we don't know what's gonna happen at market open, but if we do sell off immediately, we can take that short, but know that the buying pressure will come back and this thing will shoot up high. Or it will just sell off all day. I don't know. But let's try to make the most we can out of our trades, right? And I've said this before. So, AMD. Let's look at AMD's history. See this? Popped higher at the open. Go to previous day, popped higher at the open. Go to another previous day, popped higher, sold off a little bit, still went ahead and popped higher. Yeah, okay, we sold off a tad bit, popped higher. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of buyers are present. Just look what happened here. We sold off again, and then we ended up just rolling over and going higher. Popped higher right at the open. And then a sharp sell-off. So, if we sell off hard, gotta short it. That's what we're seeing in terms of tendency and trend, right? If we sell off right away and it's a heavy sell-off, now I'm not saying go heavy now, but if it's a heavy sell-off, we want to go ahead with moderate size and we want to see how that pans out. And if we continue that sell-off, then we have to add into that position, be aggressive. And I know I'm going to feel uncomfortable doing that because I've had some losing days, but I think it will be a good idea, or at least a moderate size. And then when we do go ahead and bounce, load up and then take it up, because either way, every day, we are getting these higher moves on these stocks. You know what I mean? Unless we get a full-on sell-off day, and those days are rare. So, all right. So Tesla, AMD, Nvidia. Video is definitely on my list today. Let's go to Tesla's and let's see what Tesla's been doing. Tesla's just been popping as well. See, like a little indecision, but we still popped, then sold, then popped, then sold. But we keep getting these pops, and that's what we need to be to wary about. Tesla again, pop, sold down, popped again. Tesla again, extremely heavy pop, because we went from 426 to 432. Sold off, popped again, and then just consolidated for the rest of the day. Sold off, popped, then sold off again. And then sell off, kind of a double bottom here. Strength jumped in here, reclaimed VWAP, went higher. And it just goes to my point that buyers are very much involved, man. Buyers are very, very much involved. And I know I say that sadly. But I say that sadly is because I'm more so of I like to short sell. It's just habit. But that's why I'm working on just being a little bit more patient, just more calm, and taking my trades easy. Because I don't want to have a bias on a particular direction. So I want to be able to see the market holistically. and then make decisions from there. All right. But nonetheless, I think we are all set and ready for the market this morning. I think we're all set for the market this morning. As I mentioned with Tesla was around 435 and just immediately just sold off from there. But look how we're kind of like creeping in there again. You know what I mean? And that's why I said we need to watch out for these bounces. You know, because just look at that. You know, and then we even came to this zone. We can even extend this a little bit and just look. Just this area just shows some support. We got near it and then just going higher. So the minute we start seeing ass get around the 434 mark, we just want to pay attention. It might be a good place to short because it's going to retest here and then short and sell down, or maybe not. Or maybe we could go ahead and break and go higher, and then end up shooting the 440. Like who knows? Because like I said, we are getting bought up. The buyers are here. The buyers are here. Trust me. They're not gone. People want this Santa Claus rally. So when we look at AMD, AMD right now is around 214. I'm not seeing much change here with AMD. And let me go to this chart here. Let's change this 15, 2 minute, okay? All right. So I'm looking at AMD's order book, which is up top of my screen. You could just see here 214. And we're pretty much just trading around there. We're quickly getting into that 213 mark, so I do want to see how we respond. So I think with AMD now, we need to go ahead and revamp this. We need to watch 213 to 214. That's what we want to see. And then with Tesla, we want to see around 431 and 432. Okay, and with NVIDIA, I need to get my order book going with this one. When it comes to NVIDIA, okay, there we go. We need to pay attention between 181 and 180. All right, cool. So market's about to open up in just about 6 minutes. And let's see what's cooking for today. Ooh, man. See what's cooking for today. Now we just wait for market open. I'm just on my phone right now, just chilling. Looking at AMD. AMD is getting into that 215, is leaving 213. So, and then this is what I'm saying. Like I said, once again, I'm not trying to jump and say that AMD is going to go ahead and pop and go higher, but what have we been seeing? What did I just show you guys? Just past trading instances, right? And what we are seeing is that AMD just continues to pop. It continues to be bought right back up no matter the sell-off. So Tesla is still above It's below the VWAP, so as AMD. So it can be so short, but like I said, tendency. We just want to be careful with the tendencies that has been going on. There's been some tendencies in the market where certain things happen consistently enough. Yeah, spies in the channel. I realize that spies clearly in the channel. All right, 215 is being is being hooked upon on AMD right now. No, we're aiming for that 215. 432 is definitely being attacked there. But like I said, we are getting bought back up from this harsh drop. And this could lead to some, positive moves on the day. Sorry for sniffling, you guys. Alrighty. We are getting into 216. Once again, you see what I said? We are getting this pop. We're getting back into 216. Yep, waiting for price to get into 217. Yeah, so I still got nose on this 216, 217 market, and we're right back up there. 432. Let's see if we get to 433. 181. Let's see if we get to 182. Market's about to open up in just about a minute and a half. I can see Tesla going into 434 possibly. And I don't, the only reason why I'm saying 434 is because Tesla screams when it moves. And what I mean by scream, it just moves. It just goes higher and higher and higher up until it, feels exhausted. But Tesla is coming down to around 431. So yeah, bids are stepping up to 432 right now. So Tesla's gonna push to 433. Just because I see the bid stepping up to 432. Market's about to open. Caught that immediate sell off on AMD. I'm gonna go in on AMD immediately short. I just want us to get back into 215 though. I don't think we're gonna get back into. I don't think we're gonna get back into 215. And I said Tesla's gonna go to 434. Nvidia's selling off. Nvidia's going to this key area 179.01. I'd rather buy it at that dip and take it along. I'm interested in AMD for a short right now. I just want us to get to 215. Let me be patient. Tesla is selling off. We got to that 430. Tesla looks good. Okay, yep, this is what I was waiting for on AMD was to get back into 215. Tesla's getting that pop right now. It's nothing to do. We're just watching the market right now. It's nothing to do. I'm gonna get in short on AMDs right now. I just hopped in there. I just want us to get back into 215 before I shorted it. And I'm just gonna chill. See, what did I say? Just look what Tesla just did. Scream. Every market open. Scream. Screams higher. I might flip my position and go long on AMD. But the fact that we're under VWAP right now, I'm just gonna hold on to this. Like I said, market trend, we keep getting these pops. We just continue to get these pops. I don't want to just short it. I mean, I don't want to just cut my position and go long for no reason. If we end up breaking this 200 on the 2 minute chart and getting above these moving averages, I'll go long and take it to 218. But this is what I said. Market tendency. The only reason why I went short was because of placement and to where we're at. But I just knew not to go in heavy size. Let's see what's going on with AMD. AMD is rolling higher. Okay. This 435 on Tesla was where we sold off previously. I'm gonna go short on Tesla very soon. Right now I'm looking at time. Yeah, Tesla's going back to 436. Okay. AMD's getting that drop right now. We got a lot of buyers all the way to 212. I'm gonna buy one contract. I want to short here because this is where we fell from. That's why I want to short Tesla, but have to wait. I'm looking at AMD too. AMD looks fairly decent. Like, okay, I like that on AMD. We just left yesterday's low. I'm gonna add a contract. I don't want to add any more to that. We have a target at 210. I'm gonna have to go aggressive on this. Yeah, 2, 6. I can't be too aggressive just yet, man. Cannot. We should be able to break inside 212 on AMD. Let AMD come back, and then let's get another red candle and add from there. It's a good thing I didn't add, and I didn't go heavy. Wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. I had a stop order on one of my contracts, so I got filled. I'm just waiting for a red candle. Like I said, I'm not gonna short on a green candle here and a red candle here. I just gotta see red on my screen first. I'm just not trying to be too aggressive right now. All right, I'm in 8 contracts on AMD. Could be a stupid trade or a smart one. Yeah, we just broke through 212. We got a level right here at 211.93. The hardest part is staying in these trades. I think we could get through 212. I don't think 212 is that important of a level to bounce from. Nice. I'm gonna take half my position off. Okay. Oh, come on. Did that shit get filled? That's what happens when you set up the freaking axe price. Yeah, that's what happens when you set up the ask. Shit. Damn. I realized 212. Still holding on to the position. I'm in the green, but it's like, yeah. This is what makes this shit hard. Just made $500 as a high, and then I'm freaking in the red now. Some bullshit. Probably gonna retest the bottom of 212, and that's maybe. I'm not even confident in that shit right now. I still got a sell order. Yeah, look at Tesla. I said it. Tesla is just what I mean. You cannot gauge Tesla. You cannot gauge that thing. I like the speed of the downside on AMD. I like how we keep getting that, jolt down. So it does seem like we can get a little bit inside 211, a little bit more, pressing to 210. That's my goal on AMD's to take it to 210. But a little bit unsure if that's what we truly want to do. Sheesh. And look at that. I'm trying to see if we could just test this area 212 a little bit more. But we're testing 212.60. Like I said, either we fall and get bought right back up, or we just buy up and then sell. Oh man, you can't make this up. Cannot make this up, yo. Sheesh. I'm still holding on to the trade because we are below yesterday's low, but now we're above pre-market high. I'm not trying to pay too much attention to all of these levels. It's hard to go ahead and and think about all of that. But bruh, bruh, you know what I mean? Shit. It's like that is some bullshit. Tesla is getting that rejection though. Nvidia, AMD is probably gonna roll over and go higher again. Oh my gosh! But the day is not over, so now I can relax. But so what I mean, this is what I talk about. It's like we need to understand what is happening on a consistent basis when trading. And this is what happens. You get either a sell off and a quick bounce, or a pop up and a sell, and then a bounce later on. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult right now. Sheesh. I don't know if I'll be back in the green. Mm. That was supposed to be a one and done trade for me. I just need to do a better job when it comes to taking profits. I've been real slow about that. I've been really freaking slow about that. Turning a green trade into a red trade. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. And I went in so heavy of a size that I can't even add. I can't do anything. Like we're not getting any continuation. If we test this area again, I'm gonna take a few more off. I have to. I like the fact that we're under VWAP though. We're rejecting, but that shit does not matter. Yeah, it's crazy in the markets. It kind of feels like you have one shot to get it right sometimes. I realized 219. I should have took more profits off. Like I said, the odds of us continuing to head higher is pretty high. Like I said, it's just market tendency, but we've been seeing every freaking day. But this was really short lived though. My goodness. Like this was super short lived. Like just look at that daily. Like we just bought up. See the 15 in the hour. Let's not overreact. And that's what I said. I said that there's a target right here at 208, 210. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait to see what we do. At least retest the zone. Maybe slip a little bit more, sell some more, and you know, Tesla selling off. SPY is selling. What is AMD gonna do? Oh man, that is crazy. I'm literally watching the SPY sell off. And if this was another day, everything would be following the SPY. But today, you don't want to follow the SPY. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you cannot make this up. Yeah, this is insane. People buy every dip known to man. I don't know what is going on at these hedge funds or just regular people, but man, yeah, I don't. They buy everything, like everything they buy. The good thing I did today was take profit off the table, and it was a good amount of profit. I even tried to take more off the table, order didn't get filled, and that was the only thing. Oh, well, that's not the thing I did good, but damn, am I supposed to take all my positions off? Like, is everything supposed to come off the table? Sheesh. We'll go ahead and get the retest maybe, but I don't know. Damn. I think I just gotta be patient though. Spot is dropping, so I think I just gotta be patient. It's just this thing. The issue I have is that this thing could pop all the way to about 216, 217, and then sell. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like I'm taking a big ass loss, and what is my return? So that's the problem I have with this trade. Still waiting for AMD to continue to drop. I think AMD could get below 211, but I don't know if I want to wait for that because it's struggling. It's not doing it in a smooth way. See, just bought right back up. And there's other people on the side of this trade that's buying it. Damn. It's been so many days I've had like this. I made 800 on Friday, didn't take the profits. Made it. Dang, I forgot what I did another day. Didn't take profit today. 500 piece off, but I don't. I'm just not getting time to fully liquidate my position because I have to like get rid of everything in a heartbeat. It's like if I have four contracts, I can't sell two and then wait to sell the other two. It's like I need to sell all four. And I think that's just an adjustment that I need to do in my strategy. So even if I do make money today, like I said, I think if I do make money, I don't like how I'm making it. I was better off buying the dip. I was better off buying the freaking dip, yo. The buyers just look more consistent than the sellers right now. I, what I was thinking that we was gonna get a deeper drop, like a market open drop. That'd be a little bit deeper. I didn't think it would go ahead and drop 2 bars and then reverse. Oh man, cannot make this up. We already broke above the VWAP. uh, yeah, we're not even retesting 212. My goodness. I think if we retest 212, it's just gonna sink. I think that's the problem. And technically, I should get out this trade. The reason why I say that is because we got back above the VWAP and we're above yesterday's low. So technically, and this trade is probably going to go all the way to two freaking 17. This sucks, man. It's my fault. Hmm. I want AMD to retest here. I'm just waiting for the retest, and I don't think I'm gonna get it anytime soon. I've been getting smoked by AMD, man. AMD and Nvidia, I've just been getting smoked. Like even when I am green, I get smoked. I'm really supposed to leave this trade. God damn. I should have waited for the bounce. All right, guys, I'm taking another big loss today. $500 loss today. Shit, man. I just got caught. I really got caught in this bullshit. And that was on me because I allowed this trade to get this big. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. How much am I down? 600 on the day? Yeah, 600. After I made freaking $500. And I can't say I didn't have a chance to take out my profits. I can't say that. I said it every day. Pop, drop, then pop, pop, then drop. Shit. This is bad trading, guys. I haven't been inside the trading zone in the last 4 or 5 days. I have not been in the I have not been in the zone. And it wasn't even like I wasn't trying to take out profits. I've just been in a bad zone lately. I'm just making this loss worse because this shit is not gonna come down. And if it does, it's gonna come down to around 214, 213, and then that's it. That's the most I'll get out of this. These are all day traders right here. All of this is freaking day traders. Just pushing the price higher. That was such a sharp, sharp reversal. Like I said, if I do end up in the green, this is terrible trading. Like not even funny. This is bad trading because I was supposed to empty out a good chunk of my profits, which I tried to do right there. And once it was coming against me, I should have left the trade. Just look at that. Just look what's happening within this 1 hour. No continuation. And it's crazy because there's people yesterday who went long in the market, got killed on shorts. Then today you go short and you get killed on longs. Oh man. Part of me wants this to be just a day trading move and then we sell back down. Well, who knows? Like you're talking about like a 45-minute wait, an hour wait, and this thing is looking like it wants to get to 218. Damn. Da 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 da. Damn. Telling you, a bad idea is to short this market. It's a terrible idea to short this thing. Like even when the market is telling you to short, it's like don't short. That's why I said this thing is gonna shoot up to 218. And I know it's like Denzel just get out. And yeah, I guess I just don't want to. And this is just the harsh reality of trading. I just don't want to get out. I mean, I just don't want to sell and take the loss right now. But I'm gonna make this shit worse. So it's just like I have a theory, but I don't know if the theory is good to keep. It's really not a good theory to keep. And you guys could look at the other trading days, man. Like I'm making the money. I'm just not taking the profits. And I'm not even trying to make like $4,000 or $5,000 in a day. Like honestly speaking, it's just I have to sell so fast, and I have to sell at the bid going forward. Like I cannot sell at the ass. Selling at the ass is becoming crippling right now. Cause selling at the ass, you just make more money, and it's just like selling at the ass has become such a hassle. So either I've gotten messed up selling at the ask, or like this. I'm speechless, guys. Speechless. I got squeezed today. That's what you call a short squeeze. I got squeezed. Just not understanding this market right now. I'm like, I'm really not getting it. And somebody's gonna need to go ahead and break this down to me because I'm not getting it. Like we couldn't get an extra move down. Like it just had to just blast off right from this candle. Like what type of shit is that? Like I'm down freaking $700. Yeah, I'm gonna take some time off. I'm really trading like shit. Yeah, yeah. Look at SPY. I mean SPY. Well, SPY is selling. Tesla's selling. Yo, what is going on with AMD and these semis? Like, I guarantee you guys, if this was another freaking day, this shit will follow the SPY. And today you don't follow the SPY. Makes no goddamn sense. Whatever. Guys, I'm gonna take a loss. Today is probably gonna be around $800, $900. I'm gonna take a loss. Um, Catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try live stream tomorrow. Like I said, if I do come out on top today, I don't like it. I don't like this trade. I hate it. But whatever. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys, man. I have to go ahead and jump off. This is the reality of trading. I am highlighting the wins and the losses. When the losses come, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. All right. Catch you guys. Peace.